All right, Aaron. Thank you very much for the sub. I really appreciate it. And I see I got a notification that I got a donation. Don't know who it's from, but I really appreciate it. Thank you. Let's set up a new game. So that was fun to do the drunk between Dave and Brody. It worked, but then we got day one Slayer shot. All right, let's try this again. Let's get us a Scarlet Woman. Let's do Poison or Spy Scarlet Woman, I think. So we'll have two outsiders. Let's get two face-up outsiders. Maybe we'll put Butler as a bluff. Kind of go from there. Let's go Undertaker. Let's put Mayor again. We'll get a Soldier. You know what? We'll leave out Slayer. Undertaker. Let's get an Investigator and an actual Chef. Let's get a Let's skip out Virgin. Let's do Raven Keeper. We'll get debating between here. Yeah, let's get an Empath and then one more. Let's get a Washerwoman. I think it's fine. A little more top 4 heavy, but that is okay, I think. Alright. We'll pass those out. Lynn Spy, Omega, Scarlet Woman, Matthew Imp, Madar, Poisoner. Bluffs, let's put in... let's do Librarian, Monk, and Virgin. It's alright. We need a Red Herring. Red Herring. Let's put it on the Soldier. I think that's alright. We need a Minion Ping. Did we put in a Chef? We did put in a Chef, so maybe we don't want to put a Investigator Ping on the Poisoner. I think we put on the Scarlet Woman. I think that's okay. Or you know what? Let's use the Recluse to mess up with that info. I think it's okay. We haven't done it in a while. We'll put Nina or Nina or Jen. No, let's put Nina or Blake. No. I'm indecisive here. I don't know. Let's put on Empath. I mean, I think they'll think that it's just the Recluse anyway. But all right. So we have the Fortune Teller, Red Herring. We did the Investigator. But I think we have a Washerwoman. We need to do Washerwoman. Let's put on the Raven Keeper. I think that's all right. Put on the Raven Keeper or put the Scarlet Woman on the other side. Oop, that is the wrong token. Gotta put that one back down. There we go. Alright, Watchwoman. That is all that we need to do. Alright, let's get going.
Maybe there's a minion over there. I actually believe Nina. Blake's been super quiet, but that's not human behavior for Blake.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, okay, I actually believe Lynn. So it's either Jen or Robert.
I wasn't sure about Jen there. I was like, oh.
I did find it quite funny when I
was sure about you, Lynn. I didn't know.
Virgin was poisoned. I was
gosh, really?
This is good. This is good.
I picked you and Blake. I thought it would be funny if you were both a yes.
Oh,
you were
that's
both a no. I was like,
hilarious.
oh no.
Let's say poisoned virgin's funny.
No, that's funny when you're both a no.
I thought for sure I'd be the red herring. I was like, oh, damn fortune teller.
No, the empath was the red herring, which is
Oh, I suppose I meant to put an outsider bluff in the bluffs, but oh well, that's fine.
so even if
Poisoning
survived,
Chris, who's a chef.
and he got
That's really good, actually.
correct numbers on, it would be like, no, it's just he's just a potential evil.
So I don't think we want to change anything based on that. So chef, so we'll probably give a 0. Yeah, I don't see any reason not to give 0. All right. Spy can see the Grim.
There it goes.
Washerwoman. We're going to show Ravenkeeper. We're showing that between Blake and Omega. The investigator. We're going to show. Let's show a.
Excellent point.
Totally agree.
Show a Scarlet Woman. Yeah, why not? Between Jeffy or Nina.
I'm just curious if we hit over that 15-minute mark for it to hit the stats. I'm joking.
There we go.
I didn't get a pop-up that said the game didn't count. It was too short, so your sets are
Yay.
are accurate for that game.
526.
Well, I'm sorry that entire game was excised, expunged from the record.
All right, Chris,
Nope.
we're going to give a 0.
Because there was no Slayer shot.
It
I don't know.
retied
Slayer
my top
now
character.
jumped up to my number 2, so
Empath has to get to 0.
It's a shared hallucination.
Hallucination?
Yeah, a hallucination. I'm just sounds drunk.
Fortune teller can make their pick, and they'll be good to go.
It retied my top character again. Chef and fortune teller.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, chef's up there for me too.
Lynn and
Yeah, I mean,
Blake.
my
Be
top
a
character's
nice no.
fortune teller, poisoner, chef, and I'm like, yay.
I want Empath out of my top 3 right now, and I'm so glad Chef's out.
I mean, to be fair, if it actually did what it's supposed to do,
right.
or, if it adjusted for drunk and probably Mario, it probably wouldn't be in your top 3.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because 90% of the time somebody pulls an empath, they're not a real empath.
No, I'm usually sober is the thing. I have in my notes, like, when I'm the Empath, like, I was sober.
Good morning, town.
Empath star wheel.
Try this again. You got 5 minutes. How about it?
Empath star wheel for Naomi, yeah.
Sorry, my ping.
I love that.
Do we want to say it on 3? Because I'm deathly afraid of spies. It's happened before and it'll happen again.
Sure.
1, 2,
2, 3.
Ravenkeeper?
Monk.
Alright, okay, never mind. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Can I go talk to the other guy?
No, you have to stay here the whole 5 minutes.
Okay.
Clearly we
Yep.
didn't. Yeah, so because empaths are super real, I currently have a 0. So I will go ahead and share with you that I'm the empath.
You're empath 0. Okay. No one's gonna believe me, but I'm a chef with a 0.
Alright. I'm
That's-
down for that.
Jeffy, that's an amazing avatar.
Yep.
My middle-aged Ninja Turtles. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's cool.
I was muted apparently, but I saw Chris. I was like, I love Chris's dragon. I think it's really cool.
My sleeping dragon.
Yes. I like it a lot. Alright, let's have fun, guys.
Good luck.
Slayer.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Good luck.
Okay, later.
Cool.
Yeah. All right, later.
Cool.
I would die laughing if that was the case.
All right.
We're trying to decide if Robert's going to Slayer shoot me or Steve.
Okay. So you're recluse?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, there's an argument to be made for both of you, but
oh, I know it would be hilarious.
His has my favorite argument of all, spite. Just really the reason I do anything in this game.
I love it.
It's important to have motivation.
I would absolutely be okay, Sam, if you killed me, if he Slayer shot me. I think it would be funny to play the rest of the game as possibly the demon.
That's nuts. It's a horse race. We'll see which one of you gets executed.
All right, good luck. Bye.
Yep, thanks.
All right, cheers.
I'm on a roll.
She picked you, so
I mean, she chose well.
That is, yeah.
I did. That was a slight, yeah.
Yeah, it was a good choice. I'll have to get her to make all my decisions for me.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
I'm an investigator. I saw a recluse as a minion, so that's cool.
Oh, okay. Do you know? Are you willing to share which minion specifically? But
I saw a Scarlet Woman, but you're more likely to show a Scarlet Woman if it's wrong than
yeah.
I mean,
fair
if
enough.
my 2 pings are in final 3, yeah, we're gonna kill them. But
all right. I'm the Ravenkeeper.
That's cool.
All right.
You should nominate a virgin.
Games.
All right. Good luck. See ya.
See ya.
That's a free one. Matthew's probably gonna take Monk. I mean, there's there's a Virgin, and I'm taking Slayer just so Sam knows, just in case I die during the day.
Okay, well, I've been claiming Monk, but it's fine. Hidden Virgin.
Okay. And there's like Virgin and some other top 4. I think Watcher Woman.
Okay, can I get the Grim quickly?
Yeah. Robert is.
Is it info that I'm involved in?
Nope.
Alright, cool. Just if you're top 4, I'm a recurring info getter. That's the phrase.
Ooh, fun. All right. Have a good one.
All right. Excellent. Best of luck.
Or the mayor.
Librarian or mayor. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, later.
Yep, see ya.
We got about 45 seconds.
That's the like most bottom 4 that you could be.
Yeah, bottom 4. Yeah, you could respond. Well, upon I haven't want. You don't have to give something if you want.
Okay, I will give you second set of 4.
Second set of 4. Thank you. I'll head out.
You're welcome. Thank you. The bottom 4 is the minion, Sam. Come on.
It's true. It's not wrong.
Gong.
Head out.
All right, welcome back. Nominations are open.
I claim Slayer and shoot Robert.
Damn it! I was about to do that.
Lewis claims Slayer and chooses Robert.
That's
There's
a double
no
claim.
I claim Robert and shoot
Double
Slayer.
claim.
Wait, can I be Robert
I'm
this
gonna
game?
Robert Slayer and claim.
I'll claim Robert and shoot Jeffy.
It's a serious game, guys. Come on.
Easy go.
If not, I'm gonna
Why?
claim Slayer
How
and
can it be
shoot Robert.
serious and a game? It's a game.
If we've got a
Seriously.
town full of Roberts, I say we just burn the whole thing down.
Omega nominates Robert.
Omega nominates Robert. State your case.
Let's start the burning.
Robert, your defense.
There are a couple of other claimed Roberts. I think we should probably get them first.
All right, majority is 8.
Okay, but no, seriously, is there evidence?
No.
Who needs
Not
evidence?
that I'm aware of. There might be.
What? What an obscene question.
This is a riot.
2 is not enough.
Brody nominates Green Heart Robert.
I was gonna do that.
Oh my god, there's.
Oh, okay. It took me a moment. Okay, state your case.
Oh, that's funny.
Trademark infringement.
Alright, Jeffy / Green Heart Robert.
I was very confused. It was like Robert's already been nominated.
I was having fun with it. I think we should just band together all the Roberts, and Robert and I can ride or die now. So probably not the best idea to kill me, though.
Like I said, Trouble Brewing is my favorite Madness script. Majority is 8. Here we go.
Matt Robert.
This is Evil Twin at home, so.
We got a Faye Robert. We got a Matt Robert. I just wanted to make sure you got 1 vote on you.
1's not enough.
Steve. I appreciate it.
It's for the Vizier.
Blake will nominate Nina.
Blake nominates Nina. State your case.
I mostly trust Nina, so we don't have to do this, but I do. I mean, she said nominate me and kill me if you want, for reasons.
All right, Nina.
Truth. I am an outsider. If you're going to get me out of the way, now's the time to do it. If it's later on in the game, I'm going to fight to live because I am a good player.
All right.
Also, I'm not going to vote for myself, though.
Yeah. Nina was seen as a Scarlet Woman in an Investigator Ping.
Yep. You should
Majority is 8.
However, it's likely to lose, but still, it's something.
Yep. Let's get her, guys.
If
Yeah.
losers can catch star passes, let's do it.
Ha! That would be awesome. I'd be like, kill me now!
He's probably good, but
Yeah, probably.
it's good to get it out.
8's enough. Nina's about to die. Any more nominations?
This is our second day 1 re-rack.
Although if we get an outsider, we're just going to get a Godfather kill.
Yeah.
Totally.
Count from 10.
For the hell of it, who is
5,
the other half of the Investigator Ping?
2, 1. Nina has been executed and dies. Game continues. Good night.
We made it 1 day further.
Oh wow, we made it so far.
You need fucking klutz.
Game 2. Only took 45 minutes.
I'm the
but
Moonchild,
now
and I picked
that's
Robert.
Fucking day.
Which one?
Which one?
Klutz were all fine.
It was a scatter shot. It hit all of you at the same time.
Let's
and
go
none of
through
you-
the list. We have Robert, Brodert.
All right. So Matt R chooses basically Brody. It's going to get a little confused. I might have to ask everybody to change their names back eventually. But so that's a good one. Poison, Fortune Teller. All right. So Spy can see the Grim. Then Imp can make a kill. I don't know. I don't know who he plans on going for. C7 Robert. That's my favorite one so far. Killing Jeffy. Alright, cool. So no Raven Keeper. Undertaker, of course, we're going to show Scarlet Woman, because why wouldn't we? Looking for. No more empath. Poison Fortune Teller. Make it their choice. Oh my god, this is going to be so confusing. Okay, so this is Jeffy basically, and Robert, actual Robert. Make sure nobody else has changed their name to just Robert. Sorry. Let's give it a yes. Why not? Robert says, got it. Shocker to learning that Scarlet Woman. All right, well, we're good to go.
Remember, everyone, don't let them tell you you're not a real Robert. You're just as valid as any other Robert.
That's right.
Good
Roberts are created equal.
morning, town. Green Heart Robert died tonight.
No, that was my favorite.
No, they're coming for us.
Give me about 4 minutes.
Okay, so where's the meeting?
There's a meeting of Roberts at the library.
It should be the graveyard where you got two.
I know. I was like, hey.
Should have been the graveyard. You got two of us that are.
This might be too many Roberts.
No.
Lewis, I think you're the longest standing Robert. So you're Dean of our caucus. Would you call the meeting to order?
I'm gonna
Dean of our caucus.
but I'm just gonna trust the Robert Solidarity Coalition for now.
I mean, clearly this is the good team.
It is.
On our first meeting of the Council of Roberts, I would like to nominate Robert.
I am perfectly happy just leaving only Roberts alive for as long as possible.
I'd like to make a wizard wish that.
I mean, I'd just love to hear what Madar has to say, but I get left behind in town day one a lot, and Lynn and Madar looked like they were exchanging some serious info, like possible spy and evil player. Could be wrong. Yeah, could be wrong, but we'll see. I'm bottom 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll sit in bottom 5 of the townsfolk roll.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna look sus no matter what because I'm the mayor. So we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see how long I stick around.
Because I heard there was a Scarlet Woman ping, and it involved
Empath,
Nina.
a wrong ping, between the recluse, Nina. Nina is the recluse, and
I may do Blake another night, but I may just throw one off tonight onto somebody random.
Mayor Win. Change your name to Robert, and we'll definitely go for Mayor Win. Because Viva la Robert and everybody else that's claiming Robert is wanting to stay alive.
There you go.
All right.
Oh, I mean, clearly we just kill Viva la Robert, and then
we just win, right?
Yeah,
no,
right?
But Roberts are the Robert Council decided that that all the Roberts are going to live at the end of this game.
Ah, I see. Gotcha.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Oh, I think Matthew's taking Virgin, so you might have to.
I thought he was taking Monk.
Oh shit! Well, he told me Virgin first, but maybe
Lynn told me he's taking Monk. So.
Oh gosh.
Uh oh.
I mean, I guess if you do Monk and Virgin, you could fall into whichever one he's not. You know.
Yeah.
I'm going Librarian, who saw Drunk, to back up a Virgin.
I am not. I am not the investigator.
Okay.
You're outnumbered by Robert.
Yeah. God. Yeah. I'll just say this. I've been playing this for chaos.
Ooh.
I'm playing this
Thanks
role
for the
for
sub.
chaos.
Appreciate it.
I'm the Virgin, but I've been told I'm seen in a drunk ping. I do not want this to backfire on me.
Do you want me to nominate you?
Yeah.
So, I assume you're investigator, because I think you claimed that.
Yep, and both my pings are dead.
Fun.
Yep.
And you saw a Scarlet Woman between...
I saw a Scarlet Woman between a claimed recluse and whatever Jeff.
Yeah, thank you for all the gifts. I really
just
appreciate
kind of
that.
leave the recluse claim.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I think it's just the... Okay. I will tell you... I've been claiming Monk Slayer Chef to people. I'm the butler.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yep.
It was like, where's Tiffy?
Sorry, I had to take a call at the worst time just so the driver could tell me he's on the way somewhere. It was a worthless conversation.
Welcome back, town. Nominations are open.
Blake, you ignored me all day.
Sorry, it was.
No, you're not.
Things happen. Things happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blake's not sorry. Not on purpose.
So which non-believer are we executing today?
Steve will claim nominate
Chris.
Steve claims Slayer and shoots Chris. There is no effect.
Brody nominates Chris.
Brody nominates Chris. State your case.
I mean, I said it before the Slayer shot. One of the non-Chris's needs to die, and I don't have the heart to nominate Matthew.
Alright, Chris?
Yeah, this is fine.
Alright, Jordy 7.
There actually is.
Why are we doing this?
There actually is. There is like not meme logic to this too.
But you don't want to share it before we put him on the block?
I have
I'm
no
not
idea.
going to overvote it.
Chris said
wow.
he was.
Robert will.
Chris said he
Eight
was going to go.
is
Chris
enough.
said he was going to go, so 2 and 2
Chris is
together.
about to die. Any more nominations?
Yeah.
Chris, do you want to share anything publicly?
Not publicly yet, no. In case there's certain roles in play.
Makes sense.
I think it might be useful if there is an Undertaker to confirm it.
Yeah.
Last call. Can count from 10.
There was a little monster behind Lobert there.
Yep.
Clearly the demon.
5. Chris has been executed and dies. Game continues. Good night.
Night 3. We've made it, people.
Triple the amount.
What?
Hell yeah.
All right.
No,
It's the longest game of the stream.
I mean, there is no night 3. Night 3 is a lie.
Jeffy,
Only
did
for
you?
you.
Can I ask Jeffy real quick? Did you think it's a spy game based on your death?
Brody. Okay.
It
Keep it on Brody.
I think it's a spy game too.
Yeah, and again, thank you all for the subs. Appreciate the gift subs. And then I know I think Aaron did a sub earlier too. So yeah, thank you all very much. Really appreciate that. I don't get too many gift subs, but when we do, it's yeah, it's nice. Appreciate it. Looks like Matthew's going with a virgin bluff after all, which is kind of fun. I think if they kill Matthew, we can try to paint him as a drunk again, like that we did another drunk virgin, especially now that Omega is claiming Butler, so that gives us 4 outsider claims. We can paint Matthew to Undertaker if they poison Matthew. That's the kind of question. Lobert, I gotta figure out. It's maybe he's pushing a monk claim somewhere, but or maybe he's I don't know. He attacked the soldiers, so nobody will die. So no Raven Keeper. Undertaker is going to learn Chef. Then we can do our Poison Fortune Teller. Nobody dies. Matthew attacked. Well, now it's. Attacked Lobert, aka Lewis, who's a soldier. So yeah, so nobody will die. Yeah, I don't know if Matthew's going to try to back into Monk again, or I don't know. Yeah, nice little hype train there. New reward. Choo choo. Strawbert and Lobert. I gotta look at this Grim, who I'm probably going to have to ask people to change their names back. Strawbert and Lobert. So Lobert's over here. Who is the red herring? And then who in the world is Strawbert? I don't even know right now. Oh, it's Steve the Saint. So we're definitely going to give a yes. Yeah, thank you. Good morning, town. Rise and shine. Nobody died in the night. Real quick, I must say that while the name changes are fun, it does make running the game a lot harder. So if people wouldn't mind considering changing the name back, I would appreciate it.
Change my name, Sam.
Is it confusing with it underneath?
No.
Okay.
Anyway, I'll give you about 3 minutes. Thank you. I suppose I should change my name back too to be.
The hypocrisy.
I didn't even notice you did it, Sam.
Yeah. All right.
Yes, I am actually one of those. Yes.
Okay. Did you hard claim your role to anybody?
Just my neighbors.
Okay, and you don't think that?
I mean, I was an empath. I was an empath with a 0, so I told both my neighbors I was an empath with a 0, and I put empath, fortune teller, and undertaker out there, thinking somebody might think that I was a Raven Keeper.
Now, fortune teller, I got Blake Lynn, no. I got Green Robert and regular Robert, yes. And
Okay.
I just got Lewis and Steve in a yes.
Okay. So that would leave Robert, Steve, and Lewis as yeses, right?
Correct.
Okay, I am the librarian. I got a drunk between Matthew and Lynn.
All right. Brilliant.
Okay.
Cheers.
Later.
So they are pushing for a drunk virgin world again, which is interesting. So we'll try to make it happen. Who won game 1? Steve was the Slayer who shot Robert the Imp, and there was no Scarlet Woman. so that was game 1. It was a funny situation. It was it was the whole thing.
Omega.
Yep. Let's burn it all down. Starting down there.
That sounds fun. Good luck.
Thanks, later.
Went to Dave and said, I'm the recluse. He's like, I can believe that. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, that means I have 2 outsiders. I haven't heard of the butler.
I have not either.
That could mean that it is a spy game.
Yep.
Poison the monk and it didn't work, or poison the saint soldier didn't work, or something like that.
Possible, or maybe it's not a spy game and it was just a lucky shot on Jeffy.
Yeah, or it's a spy game and they just got an unlucky shot, and they didn't get the full groom because they maybe.
Yeah, possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm either the fortune teller or the mayor.
Interesting. I've heard those two elsewhere. But
So,
I know it's not the first time if you are one of those roles that tell me a lie. That's fine. I am either the Slayer or the Undertaker.
Slayer or the Undertaker? Okay. Cool. Well, if you're the Undertaker, I hope you've learned some good info.
All right, well, welcome back. Nominations are open. I see multiple hands up, so we'll start with Brody, who does what he wants.
I'll change it back at some point, but I'll do what I want. So I'm the fortune teller. Day 1, Lynn, Blake, no. Day 2, Jeffy, Robert, yes. But I think the current reasoning has Robert as a red herring, and I have a yes on Lewis and Steve. So I have the demon between 1 of 3.
All right, and Naomi?
I'm gonna nominate Matthew.
All right, Naomi nominates Matthew. State your case.
Ooh. Science was unsuccessful. Hell yeah.
Science is oh dear. Then I think that may have confirmed what I think is I was seen in a drunk thing. Hi, I'm the virgin. I'm the virgin.
Not again.
Yeah. I hard claim to Brody day 1. Oh, I tried to play it for chaos, and it's kind of blown back in my face.
Okay, we settled that. That's good. Great.
Kill all virgins.
All right. Majority is 6.
Wow.
Like, I would love to see either Matthew or Jen.
2 is not enough.
Brody will nominate Lewis.
So, hold on.
sorry,
Chris and Lynn each had hands up earlier, so I want to make sure they get a chance to talk. So, Chris, you go first.
Yeah, I'm a chef with a 0, so I thought I'd share that because that could be useful information.
All right. And then Lynn.
I'm really worried about spy games, so and I'm gonna use my shot right now just to rule out a couple things. I'm worried about getting killed in the night, and I want to rule out the Saint claim I've heard. And now I've heard the Saint claim is in a demon ping. So I'm gonna claim Slayer and shoot Steve.
All right. Lynn claims Slayer and chooses Steve. There is no effect.
Oh, that would have been so.
That would have been so poetic.
Yeah.
I'll also claim Slayer and shoot Steve.
That is
Robert
immensely disappointing.
claims Slayer and chooses Steve. There's still no effect.
Oh, good.
That would have been even funnier.
Brody, gonna do your nomination.
Yeah, Brody will nominate Lewis.
Brody nominates Lewis. State your case.
In a fortune teller ping, and Steve was Slayer shot.
All right, Lewis.
I think if Brody's information is to be believed, is true and sober, and Brody's telling the truth, all of those, and if it's not Steve, it's not me, then it would be Robert. I could see Steve the Saint being the red herring. The only thing I know about Robert is the joke claim we did day 1, where Robert claimed Slayer to me. And I don't believe there's actually a monk out there, and I'm the reason for no deaths last night. I'm the soldier.
I knew you lied to me.
All right, majority is 6.
Nah.
So they should just demon that sent the kills. Yeah.
No, I mean, has anybody heard a hard claim of monk?
I have.
No, I haven't.
I've got soft claims of it, but
Monk wouldn't necessarily hard claim anyway.
7's enough.
Lewis nominates Robert.
Sorry, nominate 2.
Robert.
Lewis nominates Robert. State your case.
Just acting on Brody's information, I think that, look, if you decide to go through and executing with me, just remember that Robert's also in a yes. But yeah, this is where I would rather go now.
All right, Robert.
Well, I'll just point out a couple of things. One, I couldn't possibly be the demon and be in a double claim as Slayer. That's just silly. Also, I think the no death in night would make me think that we don't have a spy. So I'm just, I had heard spy possibilities out there. I don't. I'm just discounting those.
All right, 7 to tie, 8 to execute.
That is actually another point. Do we have a butler claim? Because I've got the other 2 outside.
Yes.
Yes.
We do?
Yes.
Do where?
So it might not be a spy game if there is a butler.
I don't know if I trust the butler.
I have a hard claim
One's
of
not enough.
Butler and Saint. So
You should never
Blake?
trust butlers.
Blake.
Omega.
Yeah, I know I hard claimed Monk to a couple people earlier. I'm the butler.
Oh, that's helpful.
Blake,
I was
Blake
trying to
nominates,
get killed.
Blake nominates Lynn.
Blake nominates Lynn. State your case.
Well, we now have a recant of the monk hard claim. We had a no death night, which Lewis is claiming soldier. There were 7 votes on him easy, which, I didn't vote for that and I'm good. So I don't know that those were all 7 good votes. I think Lewis could be evil, but I think there's a no-kill night, and he's the only no-kill character claimed. Lynn is a spent slayer. I'm not sure I believe her claim. I just don't think Lewis makes the most sense to kill today.
All right, Lynn.
No, I am the player. The reason why I used it, I think I explained earlier. I'm okay to die, but I think we start if we believe the fortune teller. We need to start killing off these pings. I don't necessarily think Lewis is bad, but could be red herring.
All right, 7 to tie, 8 to execute. Nashville, thank you once again for the gift subs. Our second set of gift subs tonight, and I think 2 weeks in a row for you. So yeah, really appreciate it. Thank you. I'll do the little pop up here soon after all this. 3 is not enough. Any more nominations?
Nominate Omega.
Jen nominates Omega. State your case.
I think it is a spy game. I don't think there is a Baron. I think we should be killing off suspected outsiders. I think there is a lot of people trying to push towards characters that they can't get rid of. One being a soldier and another being a mayor, which is me. So go for it. You can either try to execute the mayor and the soldier, or you can get rid of non-useful butlers who are probably evil.
All right, Omega.
Yeah, I'm fine with this.
All right, 7 to tie, 8 to execute.
Don't want it to tie though. Can't remember how many votes were on Lewis.
We need
7.
those.
7.
5 is not enough.
I wasn't sure if it was 7 or 8. That's
I
fine.
think we're clear on what's going on here. We're cool.
Any more nominations? Go ahead and count from 10. 5. Lewis has been executed and dies. The game continues. Good night.
The game is over. Oh no.
All right. There's that. Thank you again for the gift subs. Really appreciate it. Y'all have been very generous tonight in the last couple weeks. Yeah, let's get our poisoning. Yeah, Blake and Jen are both kind of on it. Blake noticed Madar and Lynn having a in-depth, evil-looking conversation together.
If it is a spy world,
so that was a good observation.
Brody is evil. If it's not a spy world, I believe Brody is probably just the
Madar poison
color.
Robert. That's a great poison. Means we can put Lewis as something evil.
I'm leaning very strongly against the spy game.
Show spy the
That's
ground.
the only reason why I owed myself so
Get Matthew's
early.
kill.
Because I thought maybe it was a spy game. I'm usually a juicy target.
So it turns out targeting the soldier did a pretty good job for Matthew to make it look like not a spy game, which is interesting. And then in classic fashion, I've been in this position. You're the soldier who soaks up a kill without any monk claims. And then you get executed for it. What can you do? Yeah. Matthew's killing Brody. Said, I never thought I'd see the day. It's probably a pretty good kill at this point, especially since he's not poisoned and he's got 2 yeses that are bad info.
Definitely. Have you publicly come out yet?
Alright. We have to think
I
about
haven't hidden what I was to anybody, but I don't
what
think
we
I've
want
made
to show
public
Robert.
announcement of it.
Okay.
If we had a Scarlet Woman ping alive, I might show Imp, but I think it's probably better to show a minion, not Scarlet Woman. Could show Baron. Baron could be okay. Well, Blake. Not Blake. Birdie's been claiming fortune teller, so I don't think it looks like a spy kill at this point. But at this point in the game, evil, even without a spy, would have a pretty good idea of who's who. Yeah, I think we show Baron. I think showing Baron will be a good world here. I think right now they're. I moved the poison wrong, but yeah. I put the poison is on Robert.
You know, with all the Robert stuff going on around earlier, I thought I would share with you, Robert.
Yeah, well,
funny thing
Lynn, I
is,
showed Lynn the poison target on the wrong
since I
player.
started playing is my brother is named Robert. So there has always been a rivalry between me and a Robert.
Yeah, I mean Robert might be the same, but Robert's getting bad info right now, so you know he's so they don't need to kill Robert right now, basically. Yeah, I think Steve's probably the best frame right now. True Baron World clears the Saint. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, I guess that's true. We've already done it, so it's a little too late. But and maybe Robert's just putting out bad info as far as everybody else is concerned, or you know, any other number of options. So yeah, I don't know. We can see how they take it.
I will say that my tagline, my AKA Robert.
Well, I mean, you made a good point. It's one I didn't think of, and I might have chose something else if I had thought about it. But yeah, you know.
Robbie. Yes, he's Robbie. Yes.
Yeah, Clay's Butler too, so that's a whole thing. So yeah, it was a good point. I don't think it was bad, but it was a good point to bring up.
Robbie and Stevie growing up. That's what it was. Robbie and Stevie.
Good morning, town. Brody died the night. I'll give you about another 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah. The unbearable curse of being right.
And modest too.
Or it's just a random.
Okay. So you checked me first night, you said?
Yeah, I checked you first night alongside Blake.
Okay, and you gotta know, so why did you vote on me?
Because I did believe Lewis after the monk was recanted.
Oh, okay, that's fair. I mean, Lewis could be good. He could be a red herring. I mean, if he's claiming soldier, that's a really juicy red herring. I would say Steve's good. What about Matt? I don't know about Matthew, but
Matthew could be lying. I just don't really believe it. I think Dave's good. Matt R is a potentially evil to me. Frankly, there is a world where you're just Steve's minion, and when I publicly are,
I'm really not. I'm not evil, but Steve and I had a conversation day one. He says I'm an S roll.
He says I missed my mommy. She was gone all day.
Aww.
And he's getting stuck on my headphones.
I've got a photo to show you of my cat who is staring at the camera with a mouse from today.
Oh, fun.
Anyway.
What are you?
Oh, I'm the washerwoman.
Okay. That's what I thought. That's what I put down for you. Did you share who you confirmed or cleared or whatever?
Nope. I have not.
Okay.
Omega wasn't my ping.
Interesting. Okay.
Should mark.
Right. Sounds good.
All right, thanks.
Yeah.
I'm sort of I've like yesterday I had that switch from goofing around to actually trying to like actively solve the game, sort of like, you know, now, and that there are a few different worlds that I'm like looking at.
Yeah, I'm definitely that South is definitely
because they're being like, you know, and then they're like, oh crap.
Yep.
It's like, oh well.
It happens. All right, cool. Thanks.
Okay. Later.
Yeah, they've had good poisonings this game. Just of course, night one's just luck, but yeah, they've coordinated that well.
Right.
Lewis could have been Demon, but I do think it's more likely to be Steve. But he's claiming Saint, so we can't really act on that until Final 3.
Yeah, I think we just need to. I think we need to kill Lynn now to use some info and see if that's bullshit or not.
Have to what?
I think kill.
Sorry,
I wasn't finished talking.
I know the gong had rung. I was so sorry.
Oh.
I didn't want to be those two. Who, you know.
Lynn's okay with it.
Exactly.
Welcome back, town. Nominations are open. Brody, go ahead.
Oh, hi, I'm your corpse fortune teller. I think the best. I don't have a strong demon. Well, I do have a strong demon candidate, but he's claiming the saint. I think we should execute Lynn to see if she's really the Slayer or not, and we can act on whatever information comes out of that.
That's fine.
Blake nominates Lynn.
All right. Blake nominates Lynn. Anything else to add?
Yeah, same accusation as yesterday. I think it would make sense to get this off the board. I don't necessarily think Lynn's a demon, but I do think possible evil.
All right, Lynn.
Not evil, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is okay to rule at Worlds. If there is a Undertaker, this is perfectly fine.
All right. Majority is 5.
Hey, Naomi, is your information public?
Nope.
6 is enough. Lynn's about to die. Any more nominations? Alright, count from 10. 5. Lynn has been executed and dies. The game continues. Good night.
I officially have all of the outcomes.
At our mess, you plan on poison killing Jin tonight, which I think makes sense. Especially since I think Jin probably reads good in this game.
It's either a Baron or there's strangely enough people.
I'm just gonna go ahead and put that token down there.
No.
That would be unethical
Yep.
to lie in a social deduction game, isn't it?
I know.
It is.
Alright, number spy.
You guys are. I've heard people call it social deception game and social deduction. I always lean towards social deduction.
Yeah, killing
What do you guys
Jin.
Deception deduction.
I think it could very well be both because a lot of it is about deceiving people, but a lot of it is also about deducing things. Wait, that's exactly
Yeah, deception deduction.
that. That gave me the edge.
Social. Ignore the
I don't know.
social part.
I don't know how open Jin's been about it being the mayor. So him being
This is now
poison
a
killed
deduction
might
deception.
make him point towards the spy world. Not
It
sure.
just became one, yeah.
Or is it a deceiving?
We are
deduction?
obviously going to show Slayer for the Undertaker.
Deceptively,
the
maybe.
Spy.
It's a deceptively deductive game.
Why are
Previously.
you saying words?
See, so that's a backhanded library.
Wait a
Is it a game or
few
is
more
it a
moments.
contest?
Oh yeah. So Jin claiming to only Blake. Yeah, I think Jin and Blake might kind of social this out. I also want to point out that Ravenkeeper, keeping a Ravenkeeper alive, a lot of times with spies, evil will try to avoid killing a Ravenkeeper. But the later you wait to deal with the Ravenkeeper, the worse their info is. Of course, right now they could still poison kill the Ravenkeeper, so that's always a possibility. But if they wait too late, they might end up with a Ravenkeeper that's socially believed in the final 3, and yeah. So that's as an evil team, I like to kill the Ravenkeeper as soon as possible and try to minimize the damage. All right, let's do it.
That took too long to take out.
Yeah.
Good morning, town. Jin died in the night. There are 8 players alive. I'm going to give you about 2 minutes.
That's quite funny in the Olympics, actually, to be fair.
That's interesting.
I think we have a poisoner.
Hey, so I'm Undertaker. I saw Scarlet Woman for Nina, Chris Chef, Lewis Barron, Lynn Slayer. I mean, I could be drunk or poisoned. I mean, there's a pot. I thought Lynn was evil, and Steve might be the demon, and I still kind of think that, but I don't know. That's my info.
She didn't say. Who did she shot Steve?
She shot Steve, yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I mean,
I think the whole Matthew thing was a little Matthew Virgin thing was funny. but
Yeah.
real.
Okay.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
Bye.
Hi, game. So I think if the demon legit thinks that Blake's the Undertaker, we could go far.
Makes sense. Yeah, do you wanna...
Yeah, if I see him before you do, I'll
Alright.
say
Sounds
just as much.
good.
Alright, cool. Cheers.
Brody, Jeffy, then no one, then Brody, then
Yeah, because Brody's claiming Fortune Teller, Jeffy's claiming, I mean, empath. So
Yeah, yeah.
I don't see a bounce to either of those two, and then going no. So
Jen became public as the mayor on the day that I was executed.
Yeah.
So they're probably it almost.
It could also be that they tried to kill you as a poison. They failed. Maybe they mixed up the mayor and soldier.
Matthew claimed chef to me. Oh, I know. Sorry.
Matthew.
That's right.
Claimed.
So I think Chris was probably evil too then.
Well, my evil team, based on just reading the room, Madar, Lynn, Steve, and Matthew. I think Steve is the demon.
I don't think Steve is the demon, but I'm definitely with you on Madar, Matthew, and Lynn. And I'm thinking Chris might be the fourth.
Okay. Let's do this. All right. Bye.
Right.
They're pretty close. Not exact. Steve being the demon's wrong, and that'll cost them the game. But they can get there. Like, this is a very winnable game for good, for sure.
Oh.
All right, welcome back. Nominations are open. Brody.
Hi, Corpse Brody, coming at you. I'm in a pickle because I still really just think that Steve is the demon, but he's also claiming Saint. That's a problem. Matt R is an unproven commodity. I think we need to kill Matt R for more evidence.
I'll nominate Matt R.
Dave nominates Matt R. State your case.
Most of the worlds that I'm building have Matt being evil, if not the demon. So it is a world.
All right, Matt R.
I am not the demon, nor am I evil, but I am fine to die. Because I think most people know what I am. I am just the lowly librarian.
It feels like a strange push.
All right, majority is 4.
Who were the pings, Matt?
The pings were Matthew and Lynn.
Funny enough, Matthew's also one of my evil candidates.
Yeah.
4 is enough. Matt R is about to die.
That Matthew situation read super sus to me.
Oh, Mega nominates Matthew.
Mega nominates Matthew. State your case.
I'd rather go for a demon candidate than a minion candidate.
All right, Matthew.
I am not the demon here. Matt, I told Brody I was playing Chaos. First day by not claiming it out there. I gave bottom 4 a round. That was what I meant. I sort of claimed it in a couple. I know I'm unproven. I know it's suspicious. It can be remedied later on.
All right, 4 to tie, 5 to execute.
We can do this? Doesn't look like we're doing this.
No.
I mean, my master isn't
I'm happy to
voting,
get Matthew
so-
tomorrow.
Yeah.
5, 6, 7. We have enough to get Matt, Matthew, and then potentially Steve. I think are my top candidates right now.
0 votes is definitely not enough.
You will nominate Steve.
Steve nominates Steve. State your case.
I would like a second opportunity to end the game with my actions. So, yes, I am the saint. If you don't believe me as a saint, we can go ahead and end the game now.
This feels like a baron trying to protect his demon.
Good. If that's the case, then nobody will vote on me, and we'll kill Matt R, and we'll learn some information, and we'll do this all over again tomorrow.
I disagree.
All right.
I think Omega's probably the demon.
4 to tie, 5 to execute.
Why would a saint try to overturn this?
Not
That
trying
just
to
makes you read
overturn
even more
I'm
evil,
just
Steve.
stirring enough suspicion on me. Let's give the town an option.
What? But we would have nominated you if there was that much suspicion. So I don't understand it either. But
We're talking about nomination for tomorrow. And
One
I'm just
side, yeah.
saying, get it out of the way now.
Like if I
Good enough.
could see maybe Steve being
Count from
evil
10.
here, but I could also see a situation where Steve knows that he could be like losing the game in
5.
2 turns, and just say fuck it, like let me lose the game right now.
Well, I mean, then we start.
Madar has been executed and dies.
I think I trust Steve, but I'm not.
Game continues.
100% sold on it.
Good night.
You trust Steve, but you don't trust Steve. Got it.
Yeah.
I never trust Steve.
I don't know.
He was
I'm really-
neutral.
I want to mute that because they're very chatty, which is good. I like a good chatty town, but it also makes it hard to do stream stuff. All right, no more poisoner. Maybe Matthew kills Robert tonight. This puts the Ravenkeeper situation for them, I think, difficult. Yeah, it's interesting. We still have a Scarlet Woman. So I don't know. We'll see. Oh, it's wrong. Wrong night order. I don't know. We'll see what happens. In my opinion, and Evil may not know this, but the chef got a 0. I don't think he's really been pushing a 0, but I think Robert being alive and finding that Madar is a minion is good for Evil. I was killing Robert, so okay. So I think keeping Undertaker alive could have helped, but yeah, as usual, it's a little different when you have the oversight from from the storyteller perspective. The chef was poisoned night 1, so they got bad information. I don't think he's been very vocal about it, so I don't know if anybody's really operating off of chef worlds. So there you go. So we're done with any ongoing information now for the game. Well, Blake could still get killed. But yeah, I think town's probably too scared of trying to kill Raven Keepers, or evil teams are. And I think Blake's going to be. I don't know. I suspect Blake will be trusted at the end, but we'll see. All right, we'll wake up with 6 players alive. Good morning, town. Robert died in the night. 6 players alive. Give you another 2 minutes.
Not the double claim.
Jeffy.
Well, darn it. People weren't talking about wanting to kill me enough.
Really quiet when he's trying to solve. I think he's more outgoing when he's evil because he already has the world.
Maybe
until
because I went to Dave yesterday. I was like, okay, let's build worlds, and he's like, I don't know, I'm not really paying that much attention. And I was like, okay, that just reads evil to me then.
Yeah. Then I still think it's just Steve because the only one he tried to clear in the conversation that I had with him, and I did say this. I said, so if it's not Matthew or Omega, then it might be Dave. But either way, they're still trying to clear Steve. Everybody's trying to clear Steve.
I'm still super sus of Naomi. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm very sus of Naomi.
I'd go for Omega today, and then Steve if game isn't over.
Also, from like a tactical perspective, having a butler in the final 3 is not very good.
No. So I think we go with Omega today. Just rules out whether Omega's sort of caught it or is the demon in it somehow. Then we'll be down to then demon. If game continues, we continue. We sort of go to 4, probably sleep and see what we're at with 3.
All right, sounds good.
Cool.
Lynn is the Slayer, but that doesn't. But who knows?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know if we believe all the outsiders or not. I'm starting.
So there are a few things that are backing up Steve, and I can't disprove. I don't know. I don't know if it's hard. Like, it's hard to know if all of the info that's backing him up could be false. I mean, if Lynn's the Slayer and she was healthy, Steve's not the demon. That doesn't. I saw a Baron, but like all of these things are piling on where it might not be Steve.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
That was a good conversation. That could be very helpful for a town. That conversation right there.
Leave that.
It's a classic Sam game.
I'll take that as the highest of compliments.
It is.
Take all the evils with the top half of the game.
Welcome back, town. Nominations are open. Robert, go ahead.
I'll just share my info publicly because I think very few people have it. I'm the Undertaker. I saw Nina as the Scarlet Woman. I saw Chris as the Chef. I saw Lewis as the Baron. I saw Lynn as the Slayer. There's a possibility I'm just drunk. There's a possibility I was poisoned. I think people not talking about me and my being in a fortune teller, yes, led to my death. You know, I'm not was starting to not look like that great a demon candidate, but anyway, that's what I got.
And Jen?
I will claim Amnesiac Slayer and shoot Robert.
Heard. Why not?
Oh my god, Robert died.
Man, I'm dead. Jen, it worked.
I can confirm Robert is in fact dead.
Matthew, who nominated you the first time?
Naomi.
Naomi, yeah.
I think I trust Naomi, so I'm going to nominate Matthew.
All right, Dave nominates Matthew. State your case.
Virgin that did not proc and seems a little bit more suspicious than Naomi at this point.
All right, Matthew.
There's more present demon candidates than me. The demon feels like it's in the bottom right hand corner, and it sure as hell ain't me.
I say my current evil team is Blake, Matt, Matthew, and Chris.
There is a Chef Zero too.
I don't find the Zero to be sober at all. I think it's either the drunk or just a lie.
Is it possible that Nina was actually just the Scarlet Woman?
That is a possible world, and if Nina is the Scarlet Woman, Steve is the demon.
I'm gonna go ahead and run the vote. The majority is 3.
No, I think Nina's.
If Nina is the Scarlet Woman, then Steve is the demon, and that is a possible role.
I do
no, I
believe
think
the
Steve
Chef
is
Zero.
good as well.
I
saw
would
Chris
feel
as
better
the
about.
chef,
Oh,
not the
Devo.
drunk.
I would feel better about Omega now.
3 is enough. Matthew's about to die.
I didn't know you cared, Jen.
Naomi's gonna nominate Omega. Oh wait, actually, Steve's hand is up. Never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna go with Steve. Steve, go ahead.
I was just going to really quickly tie off that world Dave was saying, that if Nina was that makes me the demon, after Nina was dead, Lynn, who's been seen by an Undertaker as a Slayer, shot me. So I could not be the demon.
Unless Lynn is also on your team, which I don't buy.
No.
There is a world, but it's less likely.
Yeah.
Naomi.
I would like to nominate Omega.
Naomi nominates Omega. State your case.
I think Omega is a stronger demon candidate than Matthew is, and I would rather execute him today. Also, Butler in Final 3 is not something I want to deal with.
We need 4 though. Don't know, Ty.
Omega.
Yeah, I'm happy to die. I'll need Dave to vote if I want to vote for myself.
3 to tie.
Okay.
4 to execute.
I think we might have the demon.
Yeah, but 3 of my evil team are voting to lift. Yep, I have the evil team.
You do not, Dave. You do not. But
4 is enough. Matthew is safe for today, and Omega is about to die.
Yep.
Any more
Dave,
nominations?
for what it's worth, there is info confirming both Naomi and Blake. I think Matthew is the virgin, but was just poisoned. I don't think we're in a Baron game.
Omega nominates Steve.
Omega nominates Steve. State your case. Nina, we can hear your train.
As the train comes barreling. I'm starting to slip out of Baron worlds. I know I'm good. I think Nina's good because Dave saw recluse, so I think Madar's just librarian throwing a drunk out there. Butler got given as a not Butler Saint got given as a bluff, and so I think Steve's just the demon with the fortune teller yes on him.
All right, Steve.
You said that Dave saw Nina as a recluse. That is not what Dave saw Nina as. Dave saw Nina as the Scarlet Woman.
Like, yeah, saw the recluse as a minion. You know what I mean?
Yep. Just was clarifying what you said.
Yeah,
Again, I am the Saint. We can end the game right now, or we can go after demon candidates tomorrow. If you're not the demon.
All right, 4 to tie, 5 to execute.
Dave, if you could just for a second. You just for a second for never mind.
Zero's not enough. I was expecting Dave to put up his hand on the last second.
I was expecting too.
All right. I don't even know if there can be more nominations. I'm going to count from 10 anyway. Omega has been executed and dies. The game continues. Good night.
To an exciting conclusion. Damn it.
What a fascinating day
It's
that
never
was.
the Butler.
Yeah, Jen is going to be very happy at the end of the
Have you read
game.
any detective stories?
No.
All right.
I just know the Butler never does it.
Years ago,
Not in Clue.
Years
I
ago, for
think
my
Matthew
friend's
probably kills
our wife's birthday. We
Naomi.
went to one of those in-person mystery murder like dinner theaters, and right away my friend goes, the introduction of the characters, and at the end we're all supposed to write down who we think did it. So right away my friend goes, "It's the Butler. He has a British accent. It's always the British Butler." And so they did the whole thing, and then we all put our guesses down, and he literally just wrote Butler, and you have to put a reason why, and he quote, "He's British accent." He was right.
Sounds
It was the
valid to
Butler. He was right. It was the Butler, but you had to actually put an actual reason.
That's funny. For as good as Blake is at the game, he was thinking Matthew is reading Socially Good.
I'm not claiming
That's
Butler
funny.
here. I just want to mention it.
It happens. You could have if you have 3/4 of the world right, you just need that one piece to be wrong in order for it all to be wrong.
Oh, the dig at Kevin Costner is what that was.
Good morning, town. Naomi died in the night. There are 4 players alive. Nominations will open in 1 minute. You can have private discussions in that meantime if you'd like.
I don't necessarily think we're going to sleep because I think I'm just the one who's going to die in the night. And that will just take away my nomination.
But who do you think it is, Dave?
I think it's Matthew. Especially because we lifted 3 of my evil candidates. Lifted off of.
I hard claimed virgin.
I'm
on
not
the
evil.
day Buddy was.
But you've been smiling like a kid in a candy store for the past 4 nights.
I was frustrated as hell. Actually,
I
brought to Naomi.
And you can think I'm evil, but I voted on Omega because to me, and I could be wrong, but Matthew's reading socially more good. He hard claimed virgin to Brody, so unless he's
not
just
reading
lying
socially
about-
good.
Oh, okay, well, I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Or day 1, Blake, Lynn, no. Day 2, Robert, Jeffy, yes.
Or drunk.
And I don't think we can both be poisoned or drunk.
Because I think Dave's good, but he's playing evil, which just doesn't.
Dave's
I think so.
Lynn, I think you're a minion with Steve.
I'm not. I'm
All right.
confirmed.
Nominations
by a person.
are open.
I'll call Matthew.
So, Dave, you said that was a nomination?
Yep, Matthew.
All right. Dave nominates Matthew. State your case.
I don't think we need to sleep tonight because I think I'm just the kill tonight. And we lifted yesterday, and we lifted off from using a ghost vote yesterday too. I'd still like to close this world.
All right, Matthew.
I'm the hard claimed virgin on day 1, and I am complete. I do not know what is going on. I know it's between me or me or Steve here because I don't believe Dave pushes this hard on me being the demon. So so he's probably right. It probably will be him dying. So Nominami now makes sense for him.
All right. Majority is 2. Here we go.
Blake, has your role become public?
Nina, you're voting?
Problem is, if
Yeah,
we
I
believe
think
this, we
Matthew.
need 5 because they're gonna be able to tie on anything more.
I don't like this.
I like that.
3
You do like this?
is
You
enough.
don't.
If we
I don't
lift, I'm willing to go for it.
Matthew's
I mean,
about to die. Brody, go ahead.
I think the only person who's definitively confirmed as not being the demon is Blake. I
Yeah.
think my info has been solid.
I haven't heard anything about Blake at all.
Washerwoman confirmation.
Washerwoman confirmed.
Okay.
Washerwoman confirmed.
On top of my fortune teller now.
Second call for nomination.
If we're sending it, it has to be Steve.
Because the thing is,
Yeah.
my chef 0, it means that both Matthew and
Are we
Meta
gonna-
can't be.
Yeah.
Are we gonna try to nominate off, or
Yeah. Beings of what's going on, I have to nominate Steve here.
All right. Matthew nominates Steve. State your case.
Yeah, with the info out there and to who's reading what, it has to be me or Steve in this situation. So, let's go for it today.
All right. Steve.
I had tried to raise my hand so that way we could have had one more vote on Matthew, but it swung too late. Sadly, the evil team is going to do the 4 on me, and the evil team is going to win because I am the saint. So, yay! There's your evil team.
All right. 3 to tie. 4 to execute.
No reason to hide it. They're just.
I mean, we can try and tie if we want.
I don't know what to do.
I'll leave it up to you, Blake. I trust you.
No pressure.
I mean, it is
I think we
what it
should
is.
tie.
Yeah, because Blake is evil. Yeah.
I'm not evil.
4
like-
is
Yeah,
enough.
Blake was Washerwoman confirmed.
Steve is about to die. Matthew is safe for today.
Naomi's just a spy. It's fine.
I think we should
Matthew-
tie.
Either that or Blake is the spy, seen by
Okay,
the
well,
Watcher.
Blake
Why are you
nominates
saying
Blake.
Naomi's the spy when you also voted?
Blake, you nominate yourself.
Virgin if I was the spy.
Hold on, everybody. Blake, you nominated yourself.
Blake nominates Blake.
All right. State your case.
I don't know. I mean, I think we're in the same boat if we tie it because I'm more convinced as Steve. Some people are more convinced as Matthew. I'm not evil. Again, Matthew maybe just played me, and we're getting it wrong here. But I don't know. If I guess we'd have to use dead votes probably to tie it, but it's a toss up.
I would love to tie this because I am.
Can I
the
take Blake's defense for him?
Please,
Sure. Say it real quick. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to point out that if we do use dead votes to tie this, we're in a worse position. 1, 2. If we think that it's either Matthew or Steve here, we have a librarian saying that Matthew is probably the drunk, or Lynn is probably the drunk. Both of those things point towards Steve. We just kind of have to go for what we've made our bet at this point, I think.
Yeah, I think we should leave it.
All right. 4 to tie. 5 to execute.
I'm going to vote for the hopeful tie because I know I'm the saint.
There's a lot of dead
That's
votes.
100% fair. But
I know
think
you're.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I understand, and I'm not trying to convince anybody. I'm just saying that's
Yeah.
why I'm doing it.
Yep.
Or I'll vote.
2 is
Never a
not
good
enough.
sign when Robert and I are in agreement. No, just
Blake is safe for today. Believe Matthew, Blake, Steve can technically nominate.
So hard.
I'll go ahead and count from 5.
Can it
2.
be tied? I mean, is there another place we can nominate
1.
to?
Steve
You have to get on live.
has been executed and dies. The game is over. And congratulations goes to Matthew's team, which is the evil team.
Yep.
I wanted to experiment bluffing Virgin.
Wait, you were fucking starting demon?
Yep. Matthew was indeed your one and only imp the entire game. You did at the end there execute Steve, your saint.
Double.
Chris was your chef. He was poisoned night 1, so he learned a 0 when the correct number was a 1. Matt R was your poisoner. Had several really good poisons this game, starting with Chris. And then I think it was Brody. Yeah, it was Brody for a couple of nights. Brody was your fortune teller. He incorrectly learned yes on one night, and then incorrectly got a yes on another night, although that was also in a red herring, so he would have got a yes anyway. Dave was your investigator. He did, of course, ping off the recluse. Seeing a Scarlet Woman. I don't even remember what the other side. I think it's Jeffy, who is your empath, who correctly learned a 0. Because on her other side was Lewis, the soldier, who Matthew did target one night, causing no kills. And in classic Trouble Brewing fashion, you killed the soldier right after. The only explanation for no night kills, since there was no monk claim. Jen was your mayor. He was poison killed, so no opportunity to bounce. Robert was your undertaker. He was poisoned when Lewis was killed, or after he was killed, so I definitely want to show bad information. I didn't want to show Imp because both the Scarlet Woman pings had already been killed. Ended up showing Baron, which kind of did a couple things. One, it could help paint Omega, who was your Scarlet Woman, as the butler, but also technically it would clear Steve, so there was kind of some options there. And then you learned wrong info when Len was killed because she was a spy, so she registered as the Slayer. Naomi was your Watchwoman, who saw Blake, the Raven Keeper. Your boss were Librarian, Monk, and Virgin.
Yeah.
And that was your Game of Trouble Brewing.
I was one off.
I should have stuck with Monk.
You were on it, Blake.
And
The team, I'm so sorry for voting.
I just missed the demon.
We appreciate you, Naomi.
So yeah, Blake, day 1 did notice a nice long.
Before Omega would have caught it.
Yep.
Blake on day 1 did notice a nice spy-looking conversation between Madar and Len. That was completely accurate. I was telling Chad earlier that, the funny thing about this game, I've seen games won because Town mostly had things wrong, but the one thing they did have right was a demon, and then this was kind of the opposite, where a lot of Town had a whole lot of things right, but just had that one tiny piece just a little bit off. It was a very close game. I think both teams did really well here.
Yeah.
And
well, like I said, if I had got my hand up, it would have been 4 on Matthew rather than 3. So
and that forces an awkward situation for Evil needing to try to tie it, and
Me and Lynn never used our dead votes, so we could have just...
Right,
Yeah.
I never had to. I was like...
I mean, that's
yeah.
that's what I was advocating. Like, we just extend the game for no reason. It just didn't make any sense.
I agree. That's logical.
And I told Chad Jen will be very happy that he at least used his dead vote on the demon.
Yeah. No, Matthew was just reading. Definitely Evil, probably the demon.
Matthew, I don't know if y'all noticed.
Evil.
I don't know if y'all noticed, but sorry, I keep talking over you. I don't know if y'all noticed, but Matthew had a very fun look on his face when Blake was like, "Maybe Matthew, played me this game." Matthew goes. That was great.